a KQED television production.
It kind of was like the bang that set off the night.
That is the funkiest restaurant.
The honey walnut prawns will make your insides smile. So.
More tortillas, please.
What is comfort food if it isn't gluten and grease?
I love creme brulee.
The octopus should have been like quadrupus because it was really small.
And you know that when you split something, all the calories evaporate and then there's none.
That's right, yeah.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by Bay Area Subaru dealers. Opportunities to test drive the 2015 Subaru Impreza are available at local Subaru dealers. Subaru, online at Subaru.com. Integrated Resources Group, over 10,000 slabs in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin, online at marblecompany.com. Natural mattress systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. European Sleepworks in Berkeley, online at sleepworks.com. Oakland International Airport, with service to Europe, Mexico, Hawaii, and across the USA. Park close, fly on time.
Learn more at exploreonyx.com.
Support KQED's vehicle donation program and donate a car to help raise funds for quality public media. Powered by Cars.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sbrocco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where regular Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. Now we have 3 guests, and each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. On today's show, epidemiologist Jeff Braff hunts the neighborhood for outbreaks of new restaurants. He loves little places that offer the chance to come into close contact with both the chef and other diners. Belly dancer Jennifer Sobel shimmies and shakes to Middle Eastern melodies. However, her taste buds dance to a different tune, that of the Asian flavors found at her chosen restaurant. And Deputy DA Christopher Arriola advocates for the culinary flavors of his Basque heritage, which are presented at a little spot duplicating the places you'd find in San Sebastian, Spain. You only have to travel to Los Gatos, though, to a place called PintxoPote.
Pinchos is a fun way to eat. You get to try a few bites of a dish and move on and have a different dish. My name is Hector Figueroa. I'm the general manager and executive chef at PintxoPote in Los Gatos, California. A PintxoPote actually means a happy hour. In Spain, the culture is having pinchos and then going to dinner. But some people don't do that because they have too many pinchos. About a third of northern Spain is Basque country, and because of that long coastline, quite a few of the pinchos are actually based on seafood. You can't leave without trying our octopus. We know how to cook octopus tender, and at the same time, when we put it in the plancha, we give it a bit of a crisp. Anchovies and boquerones, which are the same, different treatment, are at the heart of a lot of pinchos. A lot of people are apprehensive about eating anchovies. I have challenged many people to try it, and I would wash their car if they didn't like it. I have not had to wash a car yet. Our goal is to expose people to the food of San Sebastian, and so when they come here to have dinner with us, we want them to have an authentic experience.
So I am a huge fan of Spain and of Basque country. I've been, and let's talk a little bit about your Basque heritage.
So my great-great-grandfather came from Spain, the País Vasco, the Basque country, and so we spent a month in San Sebastian this last summer and just fell in love with the freshness and the modern movement of Basque cooking.
I may go to San Sebastian based on having been to the restaurant, which was, I thought, absolutely amazing. The other couple we went with had just gotten back from Spain, so they were prepared to be hypercritical. Right. They loved the place. It was wonderful. The anchovies were really good. Amazing.
He flies in the anchovies every week because they don't taste the same if they're not from the Atlantic coast of Spain.
They bring out this wonderful, wonderful bread to have with the salty, crunchy anchovies that he told you the bakery they'd have to kill you because it's that secret. You know, the black anchovies and the white anchovies were very different. The black anchovies were very salty, but so delicious on the bread with the oil. It was just amazing.
You know, it's interesting hearing you guys talk because I actually felt like I went to a different restaurant in a way.
Really?
Yeah, because I had a very different experience. I went with 2 other people and we were like sat at the far end of the bar. It would look like a kiddie table, and actually the people on the opposite end of the bar were laughing at us because we looked like we were the kids that were relegated to like the Thanksgiving table or something. We were actually, we had a good laugh. I've never been to Spain, but I've, had Spanish tapas before, and I wasn't blown away by it, honestly.
By the food, by the atmosphere, what was it?
By everything, actually. Okay. Like where we were seated, it was kind of like a draft coming in, and there was just like an overall like cold feeling about the place.
The minimalism of the decor was countered by the warmth of the people there. Yeah. I mean, it was wonderful, wonderful people who worked there. They took their time to explain what was on the menu, what you should try, what do you like?
Yes,
well, then you should try this.
The owner is very
amazing! What an
really
amazing guy.
So talk a little bit about your favorites and what people should order.
You have to have anchovies. A guilda is an olive and guindilla pepper, which is regional only to that area, and it's pickled with a little anchovy, and it's just olive oil and salt. Very simple, delicious. Have that with the chocolate, which is, if you drink it by itself, you might say, chocolate, it's a little sour. I don't know why people like this. It must be paired. Everything in Spanish food has to be paired with the appropriate wine, and then the flavors really come out.
And it's an all Spanish list, so he does have a lovely selection of wines.
I had the anchovies. It was I love salt, but it was all salt.
It's very salty.
And there wasn't, much balance to it. Like I wanted to actually and we had the tuna belly as well, which was kind of a similar appetizer. Right. And they kind of tasted the same. And I really wanted to taste the tuna belly more, and I didn't really taste it because the salt was kind of overpowering it.
But also the albóndigas or meatballs were fabulous. They're veal meatballs, of course. They're mixed with rice in the Spanish Latin American style. And what he does is he cooks them with chorizo in the broth, and you can get the spicy cinnamon, wonderful flavors of chorizo.
The meatballs were one of my favorites. Those were really tasty.
The popo a la plancha, the grilled octopus,
amazing,
wonderful. And we had the scallop salad, seared scallops, gorgeous. Again, the basics of Basque cooking. Really fresh olive oil, fresh salt, simplicity.
Maybe we went too hungry because we left hungry, and we were kind of joking that like the octopus should have been like quadrupus because it was really small and we were really hungry.
We had tapas,
I understand the small plate concept. I do. I mean, I love Spanish food, and I get the tapas that it's small and everything. And actually, I really like the croquette. That was one of my favorite things.
Croquettes are wonderful, and these are little fried croquettes, I guess.
Yeah,
with cheese and ham inside.
They're really crispy and really moist on it. Yeah. I was really excited to try their patatas bravas there, and I've had them at other restaurants before. But I have to say I was kind of underwhelmed. Not super flavorful to me. I was a little disappointed, and the potatoes weren't really crispy.
I agree about the texture, and that was the one thing that disappointed our friends that had just gotten back from Spain. But we all thought the taste was really good. And the omelets were really, really good. Very small.
But tortilla.
That's right. It's interesting. Tortilla means omelet. Right. You can divide them up into 4 very easily, which is kind of nice. Everybody enjoyed both the texture and the taste. They were gone in an instant.
And if you want to get filled up, the tortilla is a good option.
Well, that's not my only goal.
She was hungry. She had a lot of belly dancing to do.
There's one thing I got to mention, though.
Yeah, of course.
You got a special order, which I'm sure you didn't. It's called chuletón. It is this beautiful cut of ribeye, the greatest beef you would ever have in the history of humanity.
When I go back,
you
have to call them a week in advance.
How do you know it's available?
I said, do you have chuletón? And he said, of course, but you have to pre-order it.
Okay.
There you go. You have to pre-order it, so call and pre-order it. And let's talk desserts.
The what we had was this sort of creamy, cakey, really delicious stuff.
Torrija. It's basically, the torrija is a piece of bread, lovely piece of bread, soaked in cream, cinnamon, and sugar. And you sear it, and it's almost a cross of a creme brulee and French toast.
And French toast. It's like French toast.
Lovely, with a little berry sauce.
It was fantastic.
It was amazing.
Really great.
I think that was my favorite thing.
The nice thing is that you can spread all of this out over a couple of hours. We were there for about 2.5 hours.
And a decent Spanish meal should be at least 2 hours.
Right.
It's not San Sebastian, but it is Los Gatos. And if you live in San Francisco, that's a long way. I would walk back there. I really liked it that much.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Fantastic. All right, it's your restaurant. Give us a quick summary.
If you want a taste of northern Spanish Basque cooking, a taste of the ocean, something different. If you're brave and want to try anchovy, please go here because it's the only place where you'll find true Basque cuisine in the Bay Area.
All right, and Jennifer?
I can't say that it was for me, but I could definitely see going for a nice glass of wine and a small snack or something like that.
Okay, and Jeff?
Absolutely on my list to go back frequently.
You will walk.
I will walk.
You will
I will
walk.
run. I will exercise. I'll get down
If you would
there.
like to try PintxoPote, it's on North Santa Cruz Avenue in Los Gatos. The telephone number is 408-797-8688. It's open for dinner Monday through Saturday. Reservations are accepted for parties of 4 or more, and the average dinner tab without drinks is around $30. Opened by 2 local residents, Jeff's Fresh Seafood Restaurant is all about community, serving the neighborhood with its best catch of the day. In Bernal Heights in San Francisco, it's called Red Hill Station.
I've lived in Bernal Heights for 20 years almost. And I really wanted to create kind of like a community-oriented neighborhood restaurant.
I'm Taylor Pedersen. I'm the chef and co-owner of Red Hill Station in Bernal Heights, San Francisco.
And I'm Amy Redeker. I'm the co-owner.
Red Hill was the nickname for Bernal Heights back in the 60s and 70s when it was super communist. There was also a streetcar, so we named it Red Hill Station. It's always been my desire to create an atmosphere that celebrates food presented in a formal way, but completely casually. I was raised loving seafood. I know seafood very well. I think the key to making something really delicious is simply if you personally love that item. So I personally love squid, so I've spent 28 years trying to figure out how to perfectly cook squid to the way that I would want it.
People tell me thank you for opening up this restaurant. I get that all the time. And that we've added something to Bernal Heights makes me feel happy and proud. Every night, it's almost like inviting your friends into your house, but on a grander scale.
All right, Jeff, I do have to say you fell for this place hook, line, and sinker.
Yes.
I had to get that out.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's true. It's true.
And what is it about it that has you enamored?
The food, the atmosphere, the people who work there. It's an amazing place. The first time we went there, and it's only been open about 8 or 9 months, we've been back about 5 times. We closed the place down, and the chef came out and hugged the wait staff. Where do you see that?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Where do you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. They really treat you like family.
Yeah.
It's really wonderful. The menu changes depending on what's available at the fish market, which is what you would expect with fresh fish. You could watch everything being cooked. It's a semi-open kitchen. We really loved it.
And it really is neighborhood. I mean, the owners, Amy and Taylor, chef in front of the house, live in the neighborhood.
It's quite an experience. Every time we've been back, we've had something different. That's not true. I had fish and chips twice because it's that good. And everybody else has had different things all the time. It was really great.
All right, Christopher, what did you think about Red Hill Station?
I walked in and I loved the place. It had a neighborhood vibe. I liked the beer and wine on tap, which was really fun, and the menu looked spectacular. And I just wanted to order everything. We ordered the Caesar salad with the squid, which was excellent. And then we wanted to order our main dish, and I ordered a tuna tartare, which they said they were out of. I ordered the mussels, which they said they were out of. This is like 8:15 on a Thursday. And then I said, well, how about the clams? I'm sorry, we're out of the clams too.
Oh dear.
The Chiappino, well, the Chiappino wouldn't be very good without the clams and the mussels. So I ordered the fish and chips. And she came back and said, but we just got clams in. So I finally had the clams.
So they ran down, they got some clams.
I don't know where they got at 9 o'clock at night they got clams, but they did. And the broth was spectacular. It was this lemony, zesty broth. I have to say the clams were, I don't know if they were as fresh as I would have liked, but they were good. And then we tried the crab quesadilla, which was also good. I would have liked a little more spice in it, but the crab was fresh and delicious, and I liked that.
Jennifer is quiet again, which makes me nervous with your fish earrings. I said They look a little like
well,
anchovies
I could have
on the
warned
last
them
one.
for that because I absolutely love this restaurant. This was amazing. I mean, everything about it was really stellar. Like, you walk in, it feels like a little house. It's very quaint. Yeah, and even though it seems kind of loud, you can really easily keep a conversation. And the staff was just amazing. And we ordered an incredible amount of food, kind of bordering on ridiculous. The Caesar salad with the calamari, was amazing. It was on the whole romaine leaves. There was like these toasted breadcrumbs that were really well dispersed. Really tender.
Absolutely.
And the cheese was really fresh, and it was just amazing. The crab quesadilla, which was like, you could really taste the crab was really fresh. We felt like the cheese was a little overpowering to the crab. Fish and chips were awesome.
I should have got the fish and chips instead of
Well, yeah.
When you go back, you can try the
I
stuff
thought you
missed
said
the
you
first
had
time.
them, and then you got the.
You didn't have many options, but yeah, and it was really cute because they served it with like a little pitcher of vinegar, and the fries were really crispy, and that was just a really delightful dish.
And the slaw on the side.
Everything about it was perfect. The cioppino, the broth, was just incredible.
You know that cioppino you wanted?
Yes.
The cioppino
was
was great.
Have to go
We
back
had that
for
the
that.
last time too.
You'll have to go back for that.
We'll go back together.
I had the
You
lady on the
definitely
right
need
of me
to
had the
have that.
cioppino, and the lady on the left of me had the mussels.
Yeah. And then the carbonara, even though this was at the end of our completely gluttonous meal.
Ordered carbonara?
We did.
Yeah.
It's a testament to how good this carbonara was that we finished the thing. I mean, there were 3 of us. Give me some credit. But it was amazing. And like there were big chunks of bacon in it, and it was just perfect. So I would go back just for the cioppino and the carbonara. Amazing.
Okay.
The best. Yeah.
That's funny. Now you can tell 3 of you with all that food. No wonder you were hungry at PintxoPote.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
The portions are huge, by the way. I mean, I had the fish and chips the last time I was there. It's 3 big pieces of cod and the chips. I couldn't finish, and I'm a big guy. And fresh, which is really the key to it all.
I tasted that in the calamari or squid. Is that made me so optimistic. And what I really liked too was the drinks. They had 5 local brews on tap. But you could also have the wine on tap.
Right.
So you could get a half carafe or half bottle.
All right, dessert time now. I can see you chomping at the bit to talk about desserts.
The dessert we had was absolutely amazing. It was the only dessert on the menu that night, but it was candy cap mushroom creme brulee. It tasted like French toast with maple syrup. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And who would have thought? I mean, I had no idea, and I had never seen it before.
When I went.
It's worth going back for. With everything else, you ask them to make that dessert. There you go.
That's retribution.
Next time you come in, they're going to have everything. All right, this is your spot, so I want you to wrap it up for us.
If you want fresh fish and fresh seafood and home atmosphere and a wonderful place to take somebody for a very nice date, it's a great place to go.
All right, Jennifer.
If you want a really fantastic overall meal, great service, atmosphere, great food, definitely go.
All right, and Christopher.
I agree. I think it's a great neighborhood seafood place, and if I was in the neighborhood, I would go back, and I would definitely get the mussels or the cioppino.
Come with me. We'll do it next time.
Take it all. All right, if you want to go to Red Hill Station, it's on Cortlandt Avenue in Bernal Heights in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-757-0480. It's open every day for lunch and dinner with brunch on the weekends. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab without drinks is around $25. When you take a sip of wine, it gives you an instant impression on your palate. It can be light or heavy, or it can be elegant or rich. This is what we call the body of wine. Does it come from higher percentage of alcohol, higher percentage of preservatives, or higher percentage of tartrates? The answer is A. The higher the alcohol, the richer the sensation on your palate. Think of a full-bodied 15% alcohol red Zinfandel versus a medium-bodied 13% alcohol Pinot Noir, or a light-bodied ethereal 8% alcohol Riesling. It's like comparing cream to whole milk than skim milk. Warmer growing regions tend to produce more full-bodied wines than those from cooler growing regions. With wine, like life, all bodies can be beautiful. Chinese regional dishes blended with Japanese and South Asian flavors make Jennifer's modern classic Asian restaurant a flavor-filled adventure. Serving innovative cocktails on College Avenue in Oakland, it's called Osmanthus.
My name is Liz. I'm the manager at Osmanthus restaurant in Oakland. Osmanthus is a white flower blossom from South Asia, common use in wine and tea. The parents of the owner came up with the name because it reminded them when they were in Shanghai drinking Osmanthus tea. That was a delightful memory, so we like to bring that into our restaurant as well.
My name is Bruce. Growing up, me and my brother, we always worked at my parents' restaurant, and just love to meet the customer at the restaurant. When we open this restaurant, we want to be very diverse. We want to have food from different regions, from Japan, China, Burma, Korea. We love serving good food and see family with a smile, and that's what we love about doing it.
Okay, Jennifer, before we talk about Osmanthus,
Yes.
I wanted to have you do a little belly dancing.
At the table, a little table belly dance.
Table
we
belly
can do
dancing.
that, yeah. So it's all about isolating, so you can move your shoulders like this.
Okay.
You can do that.
I can
saw
do
you
that.
doing that
That I can
earlier.
do.
You can roll from here.
Okay.
There you go.
Not that good.
You don't have to do this at every dinner table, but it does add some zest to the experience.
All right,
Yeah.
so belly dancing and two-fisted drinking.
It's
so
perfect.
I think we're good.
Perfect combination.
Cheers to the belly dance.
Cheers to that. Yes. Awesome.
Ooh, there we go. Got to look in the eyes. All right, now we can talk about
Yes.
Osmanthus.
Well, initially a couple friends of mine brought me there, and she was like raving about the Brussels sprouts. And I love Brussels sprouts. I don't normally like go crazy over them, but these like truly made me fall in love with Brussels sprouts, and I was craving them. They're cooked in this like honey sriracha sauce, so it's a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy, and there's this salt pork in there. You definitely need to get the Brussels sprouts because that's like really one of their standout dishes to me.
I love Brussels sprouts, and I had that.
Yeah.
And the first couple bites were fantastic, but then it was, and see, I'm going to be you now. It was too salty.
Oh, okay.
And it was so sharing it was nice.
You didn't bring your own anchovies with it, did you? Because I would say, yeah, that would definitely make it
because
salty.
I love Brussels sprouts, and I was thrilled by the thought of what they were doing. And again, the first couple bites were good, but then it got too salty.
You just need to
interesting.
drink a beautiful Riesling.
You just need to drink
get
more.
a bottle of Riesling,
That's all.
and that
Maybe the beer didn't taste
counteracts
salty enough.
that
I don't know.
counteracts the
Yeah.
salt.
The smoked trout fried rice, I've never had that anywhere. And it's not overpowering the smoked trout, like it's really interspersed throughout the rice. We also had the basa fish, and that was really good. It had the preserved black beans, which was really nice, and had the eggplant too, which was really tender.
The eggplant was really, really well done. Combination of spice and texture. It just was a perfect combination of the two. The Korean noodles with mushrooms and tofu. The mushrooms were shiitake mushrooms, and they were reconstituted. I would have liked to have seen a combination of reconstituted and fresh. The other thing we had was the beef, and it was okay. Fell off the bone. It's like Asian pot roast,
Right.
and that was fine. But it was like pot roast. It wasn't anything special.
It wasn't the beef tenderloin, it was something else.
It was
like a rib or something.
The short ribs, thank
Okay.
you. It was the short ribs. And like I say, like a
I've
pot
never
roast,
had
like
those.
the pot roast your mother used to make 50 years ago, like my mother used to
In
make
China.
50 years ago.
That you didn't
If
have.
she were Chinese, this is what she
This
would
is
do.
what
But
she'd have.
it's like Sunday pot roast.
Right. And Christopher, what did you have?
We started with the tuna tartare, which is, of course, kind of a sashimi on top of avocado. I would have liked maybe a little crust of bread or something to put it on, but we devoured it, of course. It was a great way to start. And I had the beer on tap there, the Omagang, if I got it right, which had a kind of sweet and sour flavor, which went really well with the tuna. They let us try all the beers because I couldn't decide.
And they have a small, but again, really well priced. You can get wines for less than $30 for a bottle of wine, and they have Rieslings and New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, and sort of
We had a
very
Sauvignon
well,
Blanc that was
very
very
well
nice,
paired
and
with
we
the
had
food.
some Chinese tea as well that was really
well. The
very, very
Osmanthus
good.
is the
Yes.
flower that
That's right.
sort of
That's right.
expands in the
So
tea.
it's really
Did
quite-
you try Osmanthus wine? They do make an Osmanthus
no.
wine.
No.
They make
No.
cocktails with
Yes,
the
they
Osmanthus
do.
wine.
Really interesting Asian inspired cocktails with like lychee in it and ginger, fresh ginger, and that's always really
Well,
nice.
I just really like that the chef or owner, whomever is planning the menu, is thinking outside the box. And while not everything hit it out of the park, once in a while they hit a combination. I sat there and I said, wow, I've never thought to do that or had that flavor, and that's why, I think this place was special. It was a little higher priced, But given the fresh ingredients and the fact that they were doing something different, I was okay with that.
It was a San Francisco price in Oakland.
Yes.
I also like the service too, which was very friendly, very nice. With the short ribs, there was a lot of sauce, and we said, could we have some bread? They brought some rice. They didn't charge us for it, and we had the rice with the sauce, and it was really very nice. Very nice touch. I would go back for the eggplant, the rice, and the dessert, which is Thai tea creme brulee, which is really cool.
You like creme brulee.
I love creme brulee.
You know what? I love creme brulee, and it was a little too heavy for me.
Too smoky, maybe?
Too smoky. Yeah.
I really liked it a lot.
But again, I A+ for effort, though. I love the fact that they're thinking. That's what I liked about this, was they're thinking like out of the box, and that's kind of fun.
Absolutely. It's like a 40s Chinatown restaurant.
Yeah, it feels like you're in kind of like
ways.
old Shanghai, even though I've never been to Shanghai, especially old Shanghai, but that's how I imagine it to be.
But at the same time, while it was exciting, it was comfortable too.
Yeah. This is your spot. Give us a quick
This is my
summary.
spot. If you want incredible Brussels sprouts and a lot of innovative Asian fusion dishes in a comfortable atmosphere, definitely go to Osmanthus.
Okay, and Jeff?
If I could get a discount on Bart, I'd go back.
All right, and Christopher?
If I was in the neighborhood, I would definitely go back, especially with a group of people, perhaps after a football game or something. I think it would be really fun, especially given the fun drinks they have and the innovative food.
All right, if you would like to try Osmanthus, it's on College at Claremont in Oakland. The telephone number is 510-923-1233. It's open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab without drinks is around $25. I have to thank my lively guests on this week's show. Christopher Arriola at PintxoPote, previously known as Donastia or Donastia in Los Gatos, where regional Basque cooking will have you savoring Spanish tapas without a trip to San Sebastian. Jeff Braff, who baited us into his fresh fish restaurant at Red Hill Station in San Francisco, and Jennifer Sobel's pick with its assortment of eclectic Asian dishes and handcrafted cocktails at Osmanthus in Oakland. We really want to hear from you, so go to our website at kqed.org/checkplease. It's where you can apply to be a guest on the show and where you can watch every episode or subscribe to the podcast. You can also read my notes on all of the delicious wines we are drinking today. And don't forget that you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter for exclusive behind-the-scenes clips, pics, and notes from my travels. So join us next time when 3 new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sbrocco, and I'll see you then. Cheers, everyone. Two hands.
Two hands.
Two hands.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by Bay Area Subaru dealers. Opportunities to test drive the 2015 Subaru Impreza are available at local Subaru dealers. Subaru, online at Subaru.com. Integrated Resources Group, over 10,000 slabs in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin, online at marblecompany.com. Natural mattress systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. European Sleepworks in Berkeley, online at sleepworks.com. Oakland International Airport, with service to Europe, Mexico, Hawaii, and across the USA. Learn more at iflyoak.com.
Onyx. Team Talk Redefined. Learn more at exploreonyx.com.
Support KQED's vehicle donation program and donate a car to help raise funds for quality public media. Powered by Cars.